Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, warlocks and wizards, and all of you wonderful people out there in the digital ether. You know me, I am Noah Mitchell, coming to you live from Zenescope headquarters in Horsham, Pennsylvania. And if you are watching this right now, first off, welcome. It's good to see you. And second, you are tuned in to the official June retailer live stream. Thank you. I got a heart react on that one. I'll take it. But if you have never joined us for one of these before, I'd love to tell you a little bit about it. We started this initiative a while back because we wanted to support and reach out and connect with brick and mortar comic book stores. And I say it all the time. You guys are probably tired of me saying it, but I will say it again because it needs to be said that local brick and mortar comic book stores are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. We as a company, as well as the industry as a whole, would not be where we are without the continued support of these local brick and mortar shops. We all have a local comic book store. We all go there and we know that they are magical, wonderful places. So we would like to highlight one of those magical places today. In fact, we are going all the way to Missouri, Perryville, where we will be talking with the fine folks from Villainous Grounds. And I am so excited for this because it is a combination coffee and comic book store. 2 CCs, comics, coffee. What more do you need? So without further ado, Mary Jo, if you are ready, I'm going to pull you on. And hello, Mary Jo. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. And I am so excited because I know we were starting at the top floor, but now we're out at the entrance. So we get to get the full experience of walking into the store.
Absolutely. I decided to change it up just a little bit so we can walk in as you would see it from the curbside. So, and you can see we are comics, coffee, and a lot more.
Now, I gotta ask, what came first, coffee or comics, or was it simultaneous? Did you always know it would be a combo shop?
The concept was to do a combination from the beginning. The first floor is our coffee shop, and we'll get back to that barrel in just a quick moment, but give you a quick tour down here before we go upstairs. We have the cafe area, and we have our coffee roaster and little tiny snippets of nerd culture.
Grogu!
Absolutely. And my husband, David.
Hi, David.
And we're not Star Wars fans at all, so you'll see quite a bit of that here. And I do have one other of my children, Morgan's, back there as well.
Hi, Morgan.
One quick thing I'm going to highlight is the wall up here. These are coffee sleeves. Our customers, when they go on vacation, bring us back sleeves, and they tell us about all their adventures. So I always think it's very, very cool to highlight that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Just mention this barrel. We are bourbon barrel aging coffee beans, and we have been roasting it lately, so we've just released it, and it is just phenomenal. So keep that in your little queue of things that you may want in the future. We do ship.
Yes, please. And now would be an excellent time. I will actually throw your link in the comment section so that people can go and check out your website. From what I can tell, you do a decent amount of comics and coffee and orders and stuff on there.
We do. We really, really do. We've shipped to all but 10 states and also 12 different countries.
Whoa, good for you guys.
We can't ship the coffee internationally, though, just a quick note. And as you can see, it says comics, pointing upward. And the cardboard cutout is a character named Ink. He was created for us by a friend and artist named Diamond Retailer. I have to give a quick shout out to him because he's awesome. He created a comic book character just for us. So, excuse me, I'm going to try not to huff and puff. I don't know who decided to buy a 2-story building, me, but this is leading up into our comic book store, and this is the first little peek that anybody gets that it is even really nerdy. Originally, we had a register set up here for upstairs, but it just too much up and down the stairs when customers come in. So we kind of let them browse up here at their leisure. And then we move into this room up here is kind of a combination. We bring in local artists and authors, and they sell their work here. So have a little bit of crafty stuff as well. So is the front room. We can take a quick peek through there after a while. But since we are working with you all, we set this up a couple months. Look familiar?
Yeah,
so,
all right.
You all were wonderful enough to help us with our projects, and we got a little promo material that we're able to sell and trying to help raise funds for our Comic-Con, which we'll get to in a little while.
Yes, I am excited to talk about that. And just as a little sneak preview, I will throw the link for that in the comment section as well. But yeah, and I see Carol commenting as well about your local artists. I love that. I was looking at your website earlier and I saw that you had them all listed like a little bazaar. That's so cool.
Absolutely. This is part of the artwork that Damien did for us, creating ink, and his favorite hangout is, of course, Villainous Grounds, and he is our own little superhero. So someday maybe we'll actually get that printed into a comic. But this is our comic room. During COVID, during the shutdown, we were still open curbside because of the coffee shop. And I had all the comics up here in the entire upstairs, but it was too hard to keep up with creating an online store. So I went through and cataloged everything, and I added under the cabinet lighting, and went through, and it's much easier to take care of, and everything is bagged and boarded and sort of organized. So at least I can find it. And
no, absolutely.
We have a small manga section because we have a lot of manga enthusiasts in the area. And not a whole lot of merchandise because it just doesn't really move that well, but we try. And when we first opened was about the time that the rebirth happened from DC. So, and you really probably can't tell that we are Star Wars nerds.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get that at?
I found that online, and those two as well.
Wow.
I love Star Wars. I can't help it. So
if you had to pick, kind of an off-topic question, but favorite movie?
Oh, Rogue One.
Whoa! First off, excellent movie, but also that is a good take. You know, normally people hit me with an Empire or a New Hope, but I'll take Rogue One for sure.
Any movie that can, when you already know the outcome, still make you care about the characters and want to learn more about them, that one just floored me. So I absolutely love it.
Amen.
So our comic book store, it is a full shop, and we have, 90 long boxes in here. I don't really have a whole lot of racks of comics facing anymore, because we don't get the walk-up traffic. We have maybe 10 to 15 customers a week that come up and browse. Most of them shop online now, which is why we're doing a summer 30% off comics on our website sale. So keep that in mind. Yeah. We're promoting reading as much as we can. Our local students, we've offered them an incentive program for reading. They can read all summer and log the books for us, and they get a point system by how many books they read and what type. And they can earn what we call Villainous Bucks, which is in-store credit or gift certificates.
Wow,
so,
I love that.
We've got quite a few takers. We don't have as many in this room. I've got 2 more vendors that are coming. But this young lady, her work really blows me away. She makes all of those.
Oh, Casey, our our resident Pokemon fanatic, might have to take a look at some of those.
So, and this is our sitting room upstairs. People come up here to relax and have a cup of coffee or tea. It is called our Mad Hatter's Tea Room. And just a fun, eclectic place to sit and hang out. So this is my information. I was going to just zoom in a little bit on our flyer for the Comic-Con.
Yes, please. So tell me about this.
We partner with a local group called Heroes for Kids, and they are a 501c3. Their mission is to help bridge the gap between children and first responders, police officers, firefighters, active military. It's one of my favorite things to even think about. One of our gentlemen portrays Superman. And when Superman goes up to a child and they're talking and the child is so excited to meet him and visit with him, and he walks over to a police officer and he tells the child, "This is my hero." It really, really warms my heart. I'm guilty of it as well. When your kids are little, you want them to behave. Hey, if you don't behave, I'm going to call the cops. It kind of gives it a bad, connotation. So doing what they can to help do that. And also each year we raise funds for 2 different organizations, typically one regional and one local. These are our 2 recipients this year. Lawbone Hero Children's Hospital out of Memphis and an organization called Fly Me Home. That is local. They bring troops home on active duty that can't get home for whatever emergency purposes. So they come up with the funds to help them get here. And last year, we raised just over $10,000 for the 2 organizations, and we're hoping to beat that this year. So I'm really quite excited. We have a few guests that are excited to be here, and I can't wait to meet them. And you said you'd put you've got the link up there right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So please, everybody who's watching, listening, go take a look at that link. And I know we're going to go to our sales segment in just a few minutes here. So friendly opportunity to remind everybody that half of the proceeds from today will be going and directly supporting Villainous Grounds. So please, if you want to help support a great cause, because I got to tell you, Mary Jo, every time, like, this is so impressive, because every time, first off, I think that I've seen the entire comic book coffee shop turn and go into another room. So it keeps blowing my mind how big it is, like a TARDIS. But then also the outreach that you're doing. I mean, I got goosebumps. You can't see on my side of the screen, but when you were talking about Superman and the police officer, I mean, I love that stuff, and I love seeing it in comic books too. So nothing but good causes and great content here.
Thank you. So, and real quick,
that comment section agrees too.
Thank you. Our building is 135 years old. Our courthouse square, we overlook it, so people can come up here and sit and relax and watch people as they go by. This really is a fantastic town if you ever need a place to just get away. We're quiet, we're sleepy, but there's so much to do and see and things around us that it's just a great place. And we're just across the river. We've got a bridge right by us, so you can easy access from Illinois. So if anybody's in the way, please stop by and see us and tell us where you saw us from Zenescope's live feed. So we'd enjoy visiting with you.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. I did see online you have like a little map in your store too. Is that right? Like people can say like where they're visiting from, or?
And it has filled up. We had the eclipse back, was it 6 years ago, 5 years ago? And that was our last state. So we have all 50 states, visitors from them. Lots and lots of international travelers, which you wouldn't think in a quiet little town, but again, we're a crossroads from the major interstate. And people like to come down to the square and relax and sit instead of just traveling straight through. So we get to enjoy visiting with all kinds of people.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love everything that I'm seeing here. I know the fans are loving it too. So Mary Jo, any parting words of wisdom or anything you want to leave us with before we head on over to the sales segment?
Words of wisdom. Wow. Finding Zenescope was the best thing I've ever found in my life as far as a business owner and sales representative of your product, because ordering them the way we did before through a distribution hub was terrible. We now get our comics, our customers get our comics and books, and everybody is happy. So thank you for all you do for us.
Wow, Mary Jo, thank you. You made me happy by telling me that. That is so awesome to hear. Thank you so much. I'm glad. Well, hopefully we can continue, the great relationship, and we can keep making you proud, because you are a fantastic shop, and this looks all phenomenal. I'm floored. I'm blown away. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Mary Jo. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So that was Mary Jo from Villainous Grounds in Missouri, Perryville. I threw their links in the comment section, both their main website and the link for their Heroes for Kids Comic-Con coming up later on, July 15th. I believe is the date for that. So please go check them out. Go send your support. I cannot think of a cooler cause than what these folks are doing. And as a friendly reminder, I know I already said it, but half of the proceeds from today's sales will be going directly to Villainous Grounds. So hopefully we can support them in building this awesome, amazing community, and just place to go. Coffees and comics, my two favorite things. So without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to Jason. Jason, if you're ready in the studio, let's see what we can do.
We want to say huge thank you to Mary Jo for doing that, and the kind words too. So I talk to Mary Jo at least once a month via email, sometimes on the phone. I don't know if I've met a more enthusiastic comic shop owner, just a more delightful person. As you can see, you met her husband, saw her daughter in the background there. They are a mom and pop shop that I love dealing with. It's like, I'm a little blown away by her saying her finding us was literally one of the best things they've ever done as a shop. That's really awesome. Just really awesome for her to say. And I can tell you right now, I love the shop, love the concept. We had something like that here in Philly, but it fell through very, very quickly. It was like a coffee shop, comic shop, and so forth. But I think it was just competing with Brave New Worlds, and had a real hard time competing with Brave New Worlds. I think that they would have focused more on coffee. I think they would have stuck around. I don't know. You know what? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what happened there. But I'm really happy that Mary Jo and her family are doing extremely well with their shop. It just seems like an absolutely, like she said, just an absolutely fantastic shop to visit, just to chill, to grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea or something like that, enjoy the view, maybe read some comics, buy some comics, what have you. 90 white boxes full of stuff. And she said they do a lot of stuff online too. So we put up their website for you guys, so that way you guys can go check them out. Please go ahead and do so. Also, I think she said that all the proceeds that we're doing today are going for that great cause that they were talking about, the Heroes for Kids that they're partnering with coming up in this July. So again, just really awesome people. Can't wait to try and make them some money. All right, so without further ado, first and foremost, if you have never ordered from us before, we're going to give you codes that you can use. What you would do is send us an email to vcons, VCONS, at Zenescope if it's your first time ordering, and use that email, and then you can send us your name, your address. Obviously, by emailing us, we'll then have your billing information as far as how to send you an invoice via email. We accept PayPal. We accept all major credit cards too as well. Do we take anything else, Kiera? Am I leaving anything out? PayPal, credit cards, pretty much it. Okay. Firstborn child, stuff like that. We'll take. No, we don't take any children. We don't do that. So we'll give you codes for whatever we're showing you. We'll try and tell you a little bit more about everything that we're showing you, so that way you know exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to do a couple of new releases. We're going to do a few graphic novels, and then we'll get to some incentive covers, some Diamond books, And then we have a pack, and we also have a print too as well for Villainous Grounds. All right, so let's rock and roll. New release 1 is going to be Grim Spotlight Masumi. Okay, the book itself is $5.99. There are the covers. Thanks, Case. So Grim Spotlight Masumi. So please specify whether you want cover A, B, or C. All right, and if you want to get these signed, they're signed for free. So cover A would be Jeff Spokes. Cover B would be Alfredo Reyes. And cover C would be Pierluigi Abbondanza. Big fan of Pierluigi. We've met him now a couple times. I think he was on the Zennies. It was really cool meeting Pierluigi. Jeff Spokes has just been absolutely crushing covers for us. And then, of course, Alfredo Reyes. I'm in love with all 3 of these covers. Very hard choice. So, again, you're getting it signed by Joe and Dave. Dave did story concept along with David Wall. David Wall happens to be the writer on this. And then Joe, as you know, is the owner of our company, the president of Zenescope, and he can sign everything that we do. Joe and Ralph pretty much come up with story concept on pretty much every single thing that we do as a company. In fact, David Wall, Joe Bruscia, Ralph Tedesco are pretty much the heart and the brains behind Zenescope. So please specify what cover you want to see. First of all, I really enjoyed this book. We haven't done anything with Masumi in a while, so I was really happy to see Masumi come back. This happens to be so Masumi is kind of basically our resident. She's one of our like demon slayers, like almost kind of demonic possession. She's our poltergeist. What's that? Demon slayer. She's a demon slayer. She winds up running into her cousin on this one, and trying to rid her cousin of this demon who does not want to be ridden of this demon that has possessed her and so forth. And first of all, it's a really cool concept. Really cool issue, and again brings back Masumi, who happens to be one of our all-time favorites at Zenescope. It's just we haven't done anything Masumi in a while. It's certainly been quite a bit since we've done that, but we're really excited to reintroduce Masumi to you, and hopefully we're going to keep this going. At least give her some one-shots every once in a while, maybe every month, every 2 months, that kind of thing. All right. So again, Masumi, kind of our demon slayer, our character. She basically possesses these swords that had the ability to rid someone of the demon that is possessing them, and so forth. Okay, so really, really cool concept there. And David Wall is the writer. Once again, he's going to get signed for free by story concept creator David Franchini, and then also Joe Bruscia too as well. Any one of those issues are $5.99. You can take as many as you like, 1A, 1B, 1C. If you want to get all 3 of them, you certainly can. Let's move on. Let's go on to Robin Hood. All right, so Robin Hood is the other new release that we are introducing. This one happens to be Robin Hood Spawn of. So now I just read the pronunciation of this on the internet, and I did it this morning, and I've forgotten it. So I think it's Nylar Thotep? No. What do you got? Nate? Nylar Thapi? Actually, that's pretty close. It's I don't know it. Let's just say it's Spawn of the N. Spawn of all right. It's tap. All right. So anyway, these ones are Robin Hood Spawn of, you know it. All right. And this one can be signed by Joe. Joe is the writer, is the creator, obviously also too as well. So let's go through the covers real fast. Cover A is Al Baranuevo. Cover B is Alan Otero. Cover C is our guy, Pierluigi. One more time. What do you got? Would you hit it, pronounce it? What is it?
Neeralathotep.
Neeralathotep?
Neeralathotep.
If you look at
Neeralathotep?
yeah, here he has the pronunciation too.
Neeralathotep. Harry, good work out of you, dude. I'll go with it. Whatever Harry said, let's go with it. All right. Cover C is Pierluigi Abbondanza. Cover D is Leo Matos. All right. Big fan of all these covers too as well, as usual. So this one actually pits Robin Hood. It reintroduces Ghost Hawk, but Ghost Hawk gets kind of taken out in this one. I don't want to say taken out as in he's killed or something like that, but he's supposed to be helping Robin. It winds up as Hawk does. Robin gets a little white in this one, dude. She gets a little white. She gets a little crazy in the end. What's kind of cool about this issue is it also brings back some of Robin Hood's past, like when she was a child. getting abused by a bully and so forth, or a couple of bullies from like, 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever it was, 7th grade, something like that. And reintroduces her mom, and her mom telling her, look, hey, stand up for yourself and so forth. So Scott, just want to clarify, you're looking for new release 1. Are you looking for new release 1 cover A, B, C, or are you looking for new release 2, which is what we're talking about right now? So we want to be sure on what you're looking for there, Scott. Talking to you, Cookson. Yeah, you do. All right. So anyway, new release 2 again is Robin Hood. So our version of Robin Hood is more like a version of Green Arrow. She is, like I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, kind of disliked in high school, abused by some of her classmates and so forth. That gives her the angst to basically become the hero that she's meant to be. But she's not exactly a typical hero type character. She's more of like a female Green Arrow, or a female Punisher type character. She gets wronged earlier in her life or whatever, and then she's pulled into the realm of mist to basically become this hero that she's meant to be. She's meant to be Robin Hood. So when she battles with King John, meets up with the Merry Men in Mist, eventually when she works her way back to Earth in present day in New York, she stays Robin Hood in present day. And that's where she becomes this female vigilante for us. And this is a standalone story. It's a great book to start with us, as is the Masumi that I mentioned earlier. Either one of these books are perfect starter books for us, or with us, I should say. So you can start with either one or both, and they're both just $5.99. Again, keep in mind the signatures on these books are free, which is kind of cool. Not many publishers offer signatures for free, but we do. All right. So I want to go to the graphic novels that I have. So first, I'm going to give you the set of the Robin Hood books that I'm doing. So any one of these books individually would be $15.99. So they'd be $16 a piece. So doing the quick math, that'd be about $48. If you want to do the pack, you're saving yourself about $6 by doing the pack, or you can do any one of them individually for $15.99. So this is where our Robin Hood story actually starts. So when we started with Robin Hood, it was originally meant to be just a trilogy, but it did so well. It's actually, dare I say, it's probably our best-selling series to date since Robin Hood started. Robin Hood is right up there with Grimm for us. It's right up there with Grimm Tales of Terror. It's right up there with Belle. It's right up there with Van Helsing. She is one of our more popular characters, I would say, is Robin Hood. And as you can see there, so you can do the pack, which the graphic novel pack would basically have all 3 of these. This is where the story started. So we Robin Hood Origin, Wanted, and Legend. And you can do all 3 of them, regularly all $15.99. But if you want to do the graphic novel pack, we'll basically do all 3 for $42. And Joe would do the signatures on those. Each one of these was actually written by Pat Shand. Pat, we actually had the fortune of catching up with in Philly this past weekend. Myself, Casey, Noah, and Jake, who's our new VIP coordinator. Shout out to Jake. Jake, it was one of his first convention doing a convention with us. We had a great time with Jake. Just, watching him bop around like a kid in a candy store. He was having an absolutely fantastic time down at Philly Fan Expo, and we really enjoyed. I want to say a huge thank you for all those people that stopped by our booth down at Philly Fan Expo. John Hazel. Oh boy, there's so many to name. So many people that stopped by the booth. Anyway, we want to say a huge thank you to everyone that stopped by. Bob Hutchinson, Coy Wyatt. Oh boy, then all the names are going to escape me if I try doing that, and I shouldn't even bother. Anyway, but my point being, just really awesome. Is there a reason why you guys do essentially one-shots for Robin? So Ryan, what we did was originally it was meant to just be a trilogy, which was Origin, Wanted, and Legend. Then we made it into an ongoing series, actually, if you remember. So we did an ongoing series for Robin Hood, actually of volumes 1 through 4 of an ongoing series for Robin Hood. But then we wanted to kind of like just do 6-issue mini series of Robin Hood. We started doing like Vigilante and right. I Love New York was actually a 12-issue series. That's okay though. Yeah. So Justice too as well. Vigilante, like I mentioned. Anyway, we started doing some 6-issue series for Robin Hood, and now we are doing a lot of one-shots with Robin Hood. But I can tell you right now, though, eventually, Ryan, there's a very good chance that a lot of these one-shots that we're doing with Robin will end up in a graphic novel, probably. And in fact, we'll do the same thing. We just did the same thing with Van Helsing. Van Helsing Oblivion is actually a collection of Van Helsing one-shots. It's where the story goes after Volume 9 in our Van Helsing box set, which is kind of cool. We went into Van Helsing Oblivion. We'll probably do something similar, I would imagine, with Robin Hood. We'll collect all those one-shots to make it a little bit easier for you guys, so that way you don't have to buy all the one-shots if you don't want to, or you can buy the graphic novel, and it'll be actually, Gary, that's a good question. So there are a lot more than 4 or 5 graphic novels for Robin Hood. If you include Origin, Wanted, Legend, ongoing series, which there are 4 of, and then all the ones that I mentioned, like Vigilante, Justice, I Love New York, there's The Hunt, The Cursed, and Outlaw. So there are probably, what's that? That's 7, 8, 9. If I count Robin Hood New York as 2, or let's just count it as 1. So let's make that 8. I would say that's about like 13, 14 graphic novels for Robin Hood that we've done so far. Again, Robin Hood being right up there with Grimm with us as far as the sheer amount of graphic novels that we've done for one of our main characters. Van Helsing following very closely to that too as well. Okay. All right. So if you want to buy Robin Hood just Volume 1 and you want to start with just Volume 1, we're also offering that. There's 14 of them. Thanks, Ian. I was guessing 13 or 14. Thank you, sir. So if you want to do graphic novel 1, and again, you want to have it signed by Joe, you certainly may do so. It has a little Stefan Sejic cover. I was fortunate enough to meet Stefan Sejic in London one year. I think it was London SuperCon. Just a delightful young gentleman who does covers for us. And what's really cool about the Robin Hood graphic novel is it has the single issue covers in the back of the book. Okay. So there they are right there. I know. There's some really cool covers in the back of this book. Again, some stuff by Nei. Some really awesome stuff. Early on covers of Robin Hood. There's Quilano. I'm a big fan of that Quilano cover. Anyway, so again, this is where the story starts. Again, it's Robin Hood. She is our female Green Arrow. If you were interested in just starting with Volume 1, this is where the story starts. It's Robin Hood Origin. And again, that is where our story starts as far as Robin Hood is concerned. She is our female Green Arrow. If you're interested in Wanted or Legend, so Wanted would be graphic novel number 2. That would be this bad boy. And that one actually has an Art Germ cover. And then same thing, has a lot of the covers from the single issues in the back of the book. Same as well. There's another Nei. Okay. And it has a lot of the single issues from that 6-issue miniseries in the back of the book. All right. And again, all these are $15.99 for the graphic novels. Or if you want to do all 3, you can still do that. You just got to put the set. And there's another Nei. This one happens to be a Paulo Sequeira. All right. I'm a big fan of that Nei cover. All right. So again, that is Robin Hood Wanted. That would be Volume 2 in the series. And then Legend would be the 3rd volume of that series. And that's this bad boy right here. And I'm dropping all my stuff. All right. And again, any one of the individual graphic novels, again, $15.99 a piece. Or if you want to do all 3, I'll do all 3 for $42. Try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our friends at Villainous Grounds. All right, dude. That brings us to everybody's favorite section. Are you ready to rock and roll, dude? All right.
Yeah, dude.
Kara, you got your favorite. Oh, I didn't bring my water down, dude. I can't do a toast. A toast to Monty.
Knuckles.
Let's pound it out. All right, let's rock it out.
Oh,
Ow, did I explode you? I gave you.
it's supposed to explode.
Oh, sorry.
There
Bam!
we go.
Bam! I want you to play that. All right. So please don't put book number 1 in the notes. That's not going to get you book number 1. We have codes for all the books that we're doing. In fact, we made Casey made him a little Philadelphia theme because we were just down at Philly Fan Expo. Again, a huge shout out to everybody that visits at Philly Fan Expo. That was just an awesome convention, just an awesome time. They had a fantastic lineup. They had the whole crew from Back to the Future. Sam Raimi was down there too as well. They had the crew from Daredevil too, as well, the TV show version with Michael D'Onofrio. Just a really, really awesome convention, really awesome set. They had a lot of voice actors down there too, as well, voice actresses as well. Just, I don't know, that pack, I can tell you right now, Fan Expo is definitely turning around Philadelphia as far as the convention is concerned, and we're extremely excited about it. All right, so let's rock and roll, Case. You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Throw it up there, dude. All right, we're going to make the first one Market, M-A-R-K-E-T, and it is only $10. This is a book by Ivan Tao. All right. The book itself happens to be on Grim Spotlight Masumi. So if you were paying attention in the first 5 minutes of when I came on, Grim Spotlight Masumi is the book that is the interior for each one of these variants that I'm about to show you. So not only are you getting a great collectible, this one happens to be a cover by Ivan Tao. The others would be all by John Royal. You are getting a great readable as well as collectible. Okay. So all you have to do is put Market in the notes. It is a 500 print run. It is our June Diamond Retailer Bronze collectible. And again, the book itself is Grim Spotlight Masumi, which I talked about a little bit before. It actually doesn't have that I in the code, but I don't think that really matters. So it's Grim Spotlight Masumi, cover G as in girl. And again, it's covered by Ivan Tao. And again, it's just $10 if you're interested in it. Just put that into the notes. All right. So Market is what we're looking for on book number 1. I'm going to give Kiera a little bit of moment to write all these things down. Again, I want to say a huge thanks to Mary Jo once again, Mary Jo and her family, of course, for inviting us into their shop. She and her husband, she's still got a camera going, and I can see she's like basically sitting down at her desk. I'm snooping in on Mary Jo. She's at her computer and she's filming her mouse.
Don't be snooping.
Apparently I'm snooping on Mary Jo. She's got a Yoda mug or something going on over there. A Grogu. Is that a Grogu? Is that a little Grogu mug? She's waving at me. Mary Jo, if you're still listening, thank you so much, darling. That was really kind of you. Very kind words that you had for us. Mary Jo said that Zenescope was one of the best things. Getting introduced to Zenescope was one of the best things. I can tell you right now, Mary Jo, talking to you via email is one of the best things I've ever done working here at Zenescope. So that was really kind of you to say. Right back at you. We are extremely excited to work with the comic shops that we do. Extremely excited to be able to give back to these comic shops. And it looks like we're going to sell out on Market on the first book number 1, which is always good. Again, half of the proceeds going to our great friends at Villainous Grounds. All right. If you want to take down, I don't know, are you, it looks like you're right up against it. Looks like we're good. We're like literally right on the number. That's good stuff right there, dude.
I got a few extra.
You got a few extra? I would say go ahead and write down the few extra. You know what I mean? Like put them in the staple on the side or whatever. Yeah, because if we go a few past or whatever, we're certainly okay with that. I can't do any double ups on this book, so please don't ask. We can't do any double ups, but we certainly can probably see if we can accommodate everybody that wanted to get Market in the stream. I know my main man, Larry Youngner's listening at home later. Larry, shout out to you, dude. Hope your father's doing well. Hope you're doing well. There is still time. Oh, that's, you know what? I'll talk about that when I do the next book. All right. Are you ready to rock and roll? All right, Case, if you're ready to rock and roll, let's go to the second book. The second book is going to be Lincoln. All right. Lincoln. All right. Yes, you did.
Okay.
So Lincoln is, this cover's by John Royal. I am completely in love with this cover. Big fan. All right. Lincoln, as in good old Abe, as in our June 2023 Diamond Retailer Silver Collectible. This one's a $2.99 print run. It is also on Grim Spotlight Masumi. This one happens to be cover H's and Henry. The reason why it's $20 instead of $10 is there's only $2.99 printed of this book. There were 500 printed of the first one that I showed you. Okay. That's what usually tends to have the price go up for us. When it comes to our collectibles, they tend to get a little bit more pricey the fewer the print run is, as you'll notice on the next books that I keep on showing you guys. So again, this one happens to be our June silver collectible. Again, it's a $2.99 print run. It's Grim Spotlight Masumi. It's cover H's and Henry. So what I was going to mention to you guys is there is still time to get tickets to our VIP event. Okay. Let me take a little bit of time to tell you about our VIP event. So first of all, our VIP event is August 11th and 12th. Okay. We are going to have Sun Kaminaki. What? Mike DeBalfo. What? Elias Chadzudis. John Royal flying in from the UK. And Anthony Spey. All right, dude. I mean, it's a stellar lineup. We have 5 cover artists of ours, all crushing. Some of these guys and gals have done interiors before too, as well. I know Spey has. I know Elias Chadzudis has done interiors before. I know Mike DeBalfo has done interiors before too, as well. But just a phenomenal cover artist lineup. So there it is, right there, August 11th and 12th. You're going to be able to meet all of these fantastic cover artists. Throw in Joe Bruscia, Ralph Tedesco, Pat Shand, Dave Franchini, David Wall, special guest writer Jenna Lynn Wright is going to be joining us too, as well. First time Jenna Lynn Wright's doing a VIP event with us too, as well. It's going to be at the Lowe's Convention Center in Philadelphia, in Center City. We are going to blow the doors off. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic time. We can't wait to meet a lot of you guys. There's I know there's a lot of people that are going in the stream that are going to be going down to Philly. It's just going to be an absolutely fantastic time. We're doing some sort of what are we doing on Saturday night? We're doing a something risque, something show.
I heard mention of a burlesque.
A burlesque something? We cannot confirm nor deny. It's on the website. Then we're doing it, baby. All right, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen because I don't know what's going to happen. We're not exactly entirely sure what's going to happen, but it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good time. We're going to do a little bit of a meet and greet on Friday night. It is open bar, free food all day, all night on Saturday. That's included in your price of your ticket. Try and keep in mind the price of your ticket ranges from anywhere from I think it's $150, $180 to as high as like $800, $900. You don't have to buy the $900 version. All right. If you're buying the $900 version, that basically means you're getting the deluxe package, which basically has like a showcase by each one of the artists that I mentioned. And then also a single book too by each one of those artists too, as well. Kiara, if you're ready to rock and roll, let's go on, dude. All right, let's go to the second book. The second book is South, as in South Street.
Yeah.
Meet me on South Street. Oh, yeah. Cool it all down. All right. There it is right there. Bam. All right. There's South right there. It is our gold collectible, our $199 print run. It's cover Eyes in Indigo. All right. And the reason why this one is $40, it is a $199 print run. Okay. So try and keep in mind as we get lower and lower. This one we're going to only do 10 of. Maybe we can do a couple extras, but I don't want to go crazy with it. All right, Kiara. All right, so let's go South. Again, $40. As you can see, I would call this our lace or our lingerie version of the book that you saw prior to this one. Okay, and again, it's a $199 print run. It is Grim Spotlight Masumi's on the interior of this book. And again, it reintroduces Masumi, who I think is an absolutely fantastic character. It's got a little Yakuza feel going on right there too, as well. She is this demon and so forth. She's basically trying to slay these Yakuza members and so forth. So she's kind of actually doing some good. This one demon that Masumi's fighting. But Masumi can't let her go on because it's not right to kill people regardless of what they're doing. All right. So anyway, again, that's South. Meet me on South Street. Oh, yeah. Cool it all down. All right, there it is right there. If you're interested in that bad boy, it's $40. Put it to the notes. Perhaps she shall be yours. I know we've already sold out. We're going crazy. All right. So again, keep in mind that that August VIP event is August 11th and 12th. And again, 5 cover artists of ours, plus all of our writers, all of our creative team, all signing for free, all in one room. We're going to have CGC right on site. So if you want to get something signed, graded, I should say, after you have it signed, you may do so. All right. Let's move on, dude. Let's go to Vine, dude. Vine is the last code that we are looking for, and it is our 99 print run, $75, dude. All right, we're gonna keep this one to about. Let's keep this to a hard 7. Yep, and this one's ads. I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like I'm competing with you on this one, Case. It's close. I feel like it's close.
No.
What do you mean no? What's the no?
No.
I feel like I'm right there. All right. I'm seeing Mike Mullen grab one of these bad boys. I'm seeing Stephen Ponsler. I'm seeing Michael Ferry. Antonio. So Antonio, I want you to know that Abby Mann has sent me something. It lists like the top 5 worst fan bases. And guess who was number 1? Here's a hint. The Eagles were not on this list, but Dallas was number 1, dude. I think it was because Dallas hasn't won in 27 years is why Dallas was listed as one of the most absurd, out of control fan bases. No, it wasn't the Eagles, dude. All right. No, Boston Celtics fans were on this list.
Oh, thank God.
Right, exactly. Raiders fans were on this list. I'm trying to think of the fan bases.
Star Trek.
Star Trek fans are among the worst fans, says Noah. As far as the industry is concerned. All right, Boston should be number 1. Chris, I can't agree with that. I can't disagree with that. I don't know. I find Boston fans very disagreeable. I've been to Boston Comic Con. I don't want to go into my dislike for Boston fans. I feel like I'm going to be segregating some of our audience, and I don't want to do that. All right, because there's probably a couple of Boston fans in the stream. If there's no Boston fans out there, then I'll talk plenty of smack on Boston fans. But for right now, glad the Celtics lost. That's all I'm going to say. Let's rock on, dude. So let's go to the print, dude. Print number 1 is what we're looking for in the print. The print is a 25 print run print. All right. And it is exactly Vine, the book that you just saw there, except it's going to be an 11x17 print. All right. I did a line across. I went crazy with this one. All right. So again, keep in mind, it's a 25 print run.
That's terrible.
Print. What? My print? My print's terrible?
Your sticky note. It's terrible.
All right. Well, I'm not boasting. All right. But I have the print. All right, dude. What?
You should have made it too.
I should have cut it out and done some tweener. Some
That's
tweener, some over. I got some over and some under and some cider, but I don't have tweener. I got no tweener. No tweener going on.
That's so lame.
So print. The print's $30. Keep quiet, peanut gallery. Print is $30. Keep in mind it's a 25 print run, and I do want to zoom in on the Villainous Grounds logo, which is bam right there. Villainous Grounds. What? Big fan. All right, so keep in mind the print. There's only 25 made of the print. Spencer's digging the line. Spencer, thank you, sir. Let's go work out of you, dude. All right, keep Casey in her place over there. She's getting crazy on my deleting the or whatever, my blotting out. All right, so that is the print. And again, if you're interested in the print, again, it's $30. Try and keep in mind half of the proceeds going to our good friends at Villainous Grounds. All right, let's do the pack too as well. So the pack is 3 Z-rated books for $250. All right, 3 Z-rated books. There they are right there. All covers by Maguro. One's a Robin Hood, one's a Belle, one's a who's our last girl right there? That's Mystere? Yeah. Mystere's looking fabulous is what she's doing. So all right, so it's Mystere, Belle, and Robin Hood. These are what we call our icon covers. There are 75 print runs.
How much is this?
The print or the pack?
Oh no!
Oh, Casey Brennan.
I'm so sorry.
The pack is $250. Okay, we're not gonna do 3 nudes for $30. I appreciate your efforts out there. So it's $250. It's $250 for the pack. Antonio, like whoever was getting lippy, you heard her getting lippy. She just messed up as far as the pricing is concerned. It's $250 for that pack. So we're making the correction right now. Yeah, I would take 5 of those packs. Harry, that's because you'd make a killing on eBay for them, dude. Getting them at $10 a piece, you'd be able to sell them at like $75 to $100 a piece, easy. All right. So again, a Dallas fan would have followed through. Antonio, hopefully I'm going to see you in DC in a couple of weeks, dude. Me and Noah are going to be driving down on Thursday, stay until Sunday. We're going to be doing Awesome Con. That's in a couple of weeks. We're really looking forward to that. We had a great time. There's Harry defending Casey. Right. So again, you're getting all three of these books. Maybe I'll show them and I'll tell you what you guys, it's $250. Okay. $250 for this pack. All right. So it's not Steal of Steals at $30. It's $250. Casey is still the best. So again, if you're interested in the pack, it's $250. Just put special pack in the notes and it shall be yours. I can't do it for 30. I won't be able to honor that. I apologize. We had a glitch in the system. All right. So again, you're getting Robin Hood, you're getting Belle, and apparently you're getting Mystere. Topless versions. These books were all $100 when they came out. We're doing them for $250 now. So you're getting all three for $250. All right. I think that brings us to the there it is right there. So that brings us to the close of our show. I want to say a huge thank you to Noah for doing the interview. Once again, a huge thank you to Mary Jo and her husband and her daughter for jumping on. Thanks so much for doing that. Make sure you guys go to villainousgrounds.com. Can we throw up the web store one more time? Their website. And then also to the heroes for something. We'll throw that up too as well. So there's Villainous Grounds right there in the comments. And then I don't know if you can scroll all the way back to the heroes for, you got that one? Okay, there it is right there. All right, so, and Heroes for Kids Comic-Con.org is the other site. If you go to villainousgrounds.com, you should be able to find that site too as well. But again, half the proceeds going to a fantastic cause. Again, huge thank you to everybody that stopped by in Philly for Fan Expo. If you guys want to join us for Awesome Con, that is what we are doing next. That'll be next week on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever those dates are. Let me see if I can look them up on the phone. It is Awesome Con is the 16th, 17th, and 18th. All right. And then our next live stream will be our birthday con. That is the 22nd and 23rd of this month. Okay. Also this weekend, this weekend, Dallas Fan Expo. We are going to be at Hot Flip's booth, and I believe they are booth 555, if I'm not mistaken. Double check me on that. But Dallas, it is. Yeah, it sounds right. So Dallas Fan Expo, you're going to be able to meet Ralph. Ralph will be at the booth. He'll have all sorts of collectibles there too as well, all sorts of goodies. Noah and I, you'll be able to see us at Awesome Con in 2 weeks. And again, our next stream, I believe, is on the 22nd and I don't know. Wait. Is our next stream?
We have a VIP exclusive stream to talk about Philly.
Oh, that's right.
When's Thursday,
that? So this Thursday at 3 o'clock, Noah's letting me know. We have a stream to talk about our VIP event. We're gonna be limiting some people as far as how many books they can get signed at the VIP event because we're really concerned about some getting just overwhelmed with books. So I think we're gonna keep it to like 10 books first time through the line. 10 books, second time through the line or whatever. So if you want to keep on getting in line back and forth or whatever with Sun, you certainly can do so. You're probably going to wind up spending the entire convention, though, doing that. And I don't recommend doing that. So if you're going to get books signed by Sun, signed by John Royal, signed by Elias Chadzudas, I would recommend try and keep it like to 20 or fewer. So that way you're only going through the line twice at most. You can always try and sneak in a few, maybe towards the end or something like that. But try and keep your books around 20, 25 max. Because, again, if we have 50, 60 people at the event, do the math. If 60 people all get 20 books signed, we don't want to overwhelm some, overwhelm Mike, overwhelm Elias with signatures where you guys are, where they're there till like 6, 7 o'clock at night. It's not going to work. We got to get out of that room. Okay. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. Again, huge shout out. Thanks so much to Mary Jo and the crew at Villainous Grounds. Thanks so much to Noah. Thanks so much to Kiara for taking down the names. Thanks to Case, too, for throwing up the banners. I'm Jay. I'm your host, and we're out.